See, we'd have a rendezvous point out there where we would turn and go towards Hawaii or go east, and the group that we're supposed to meet were coming from the west coast going west. We'd rendezvous with them on a certain day at a certain hour, and we'd replenish. They would come alongside with their ammo, then their ship stores, food, we'd come on board, and then we would get aviation gasoline, and then these are from tankers come alongside of us, the big long hoses, and fuel oil to keep going. And then after that Halsey tornado, or Nimitz tornado that we had out there, when all those, well, we went through a terrible typhoon out there. That's when 3 destroyers capsized. Well, they ran out of fuel. From then on, after that was over with, it lasted for about a week. We were out there in that terrible weather, and the planes were on some ships were loose from the decks, and they would slide because we were rolling so bad. However, they were chained down or roped down so they couldn't move, but some would tear loose. So there was quite a bit of damage done. We were just getting pounded. But the smaller ships, you couldn't even see them. You look out, you're steering your ship, and you're looking out to the porthole, and you see a destroyer or a cruiser out there, and maybe you see the cruiser, but you wouldn't see the destroyer. They'd be down in the swell of a big wave. Well, as a result, 3 destroyers capsized, and all hands were gone. That's probably 1,000 people went down with the ship. After that, Typhoon, the destroyers would come alongside the larger ships and get topped off with more fuel. They get it from us instead of from a tanker. We'd get it from the tankers, put it on our ship, and the destroyers would come in one by one and go to the larger ships and get topped off from the larger ship to the destroyers. But they were not supposed to be below 50% of capacity at all times. So they were coming in and out all the time. Whenever there was a chance to transfer fuel or gas or come alongside, and the seas weren't too rough, they would do it. They'd come right along, pull right alongside us, pull right up here, right on the quarterdeck here. Lines would come over, and all the work was done back there. Baskets of oranges and food, and powdered this, powdered that. A lot of eggs, of course, and potatoes, and flour. We had a terrible time with flour. As a matter of fact, when we went to chow, the first thing we would do was look at our bread and hold it up to the light, and you see little dark spots in there. They were full of bugs. They were alive. You push your slice of bread down, they start walking around the table.